Alright, what's going on? So today we're going to be changing the motor and transmission oil on a 2008 Crf150R. It does have two oils, I guess you can say. The motor oil, which is on this side where the shift lever goes. I did take it off. And then on the right side will be the transmission fill-up. So we're going to do the oil first. So you want to take your dipstick out, and the drain for the oil is actually going to be... let me see if I can get it right here. That bolt right there, right under your little, this fin, that's your oil drain bolt. So we'll crack that, drain the oil, and we'll also replace the oil filter to start out with. And then we'll do the transmission oil. So I forgot to mention, the supplies you'll need is some 10W40 dirt bike oil. You don't want to use regular car oil because it's synthetic, and you kind of need the minerals to for the clutch and stuff like that. And then the oil filter is a KN116. I got a new oil drain bolt, and and then the washer as well. Those are the part numbers for that, because this one was leaking for some reason, so I figured I'd just replace it. As you can see, we cracked the oil, and it's draining right now, or dripping. I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah. So we're just gonna rock the bike back and forth to get the rest of that oil out, and then we'll take off the oil filter. Now that the main oil bolt is out, which is right here, it was leaking really bad, so if you can see the washer, it like won't come off, to where the OEM one that I got online is the same bolt, but the washer's kind of flush, as you can see, where this one, the washer isn't. You can see that. So yeah, that could be the cause of the oil leak from the plug. Anyways, that was a 12mm. Now we're going to take the oil filter out, which those are two 8mm bolts. Let's crack those. Okay, finally got those off. Okay, I want to pop this off here. Okay, 180. Okay, so it basically kind of stuck on, so I just took a pick and a rubber mallet and just banged it on, right there. And there we go. Well, oil went into the plastic little cover there, but there it is. The O-ring side was into this. Just remember that for sure. And a little spring, okay. Put it there for now. And then take the spring out. Doesn't too bad. It's pretty brown though, so good thing we're replacing it. And then as you can see, the oil in there is a little shine a light in there. See how that oil looks. Yeah, there's a little bit. I don't know if you can see that here. Yeah, a little bit of metal shavings in there, as you can see. It doesn't, look too good, but I did get this bike for pretty cheap, so. Yep, pretty much the same. And then the spring goes into this side, like that. And then this side with the O-ring attaches into there and it goes right in. So I'm just gonna pour some oil on this before I put it in. just so it's not like bone dry. And then we'll reinstall that and start to drain the transmission. Okay, so that is back in. Now we're going to loosen the transmission drain, which is right here, right below the socket. It's the bolt with the indentation. Let me loosen the oil fill cap on this side for the transmission. And take that off, and then go ahead and quick crack this bolt. Actually, it doesn't look okay. There. Let me get it off real quick because it actually doesn't look. I know it's dark, but as you can see, it's kind of red. It looks like they put 8TF in or something like that. Oh yeah, look at that. See all that metal? That doesn't look, that's very, very sparkly. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. So it looks like they put, I could be wrong, but this looks like ATF. Yeah, that bolt's a lot longer, as you can see. So we're gonna put that there. Yeah, I mean, you can see. It could be oil, but to me that looks like ATF, and that's a whole lot of metal coming out of there. So, doesn't look super good. The bike did run and drive when I bought it. So it could just be some clutch material or something, most likely, because again, this is ATF. I don't know if you're supposed to put ATF in there. I've only read you're supposed to put 10W40 oil or like 85 something. So yeah, we're gonna let this drain. Again, rock the bike side to side, and I'm actually gonna replace right here the oil shaft seal right there because it did look to be leaking. So I'll show you guys how to get that out, and yeah. Okay, so as you can see, you got the shaft seal out. I basically just took a pick and like poked it through until I could like pull it out at like an angle. Definitely obviously drain the transmission oil before you do this or it'll come out of there, which there was some in there and I wiped it out. So I got a brand new shaft seal right here. This is the part number for it. And then I believe on the diagram it showed there's supposed to be an O-ring, which I did purchase right here. So we'll see if the O-ring will go around it. Maybe that's why it was leaking, I don't know. So we're gonna pop this in and then see if we can put the O-ring around it, and I'll update you guys after that. Okay, so I got the shaft seal on, as you can see down there. I just kind of took a flathead and seated it into place. Now we're gonna fill up the oil. So it's gonna be about 590 milliliters, right at 600, kind of right below it. If you replace the filter, if you don't replace the filter, it's gonna be like around 560, 550. So we'll just pour it in and nice and slow, kinda. And then just pour it in, pour all that in, and you do have a dipstick to measure it. And we'll do the transmission oil after. Okay, so we're on the other side of the bike, and there's basically right below the 650 mark right here, there's a bolt. It's an 8mm bolt. You want to take that out. And when you fill the transmission side up, basically when it starts coming out of this bolt, it's filled. You just want the bike to be level, not leaning. And the manual says about 580 transmission. It says 650 here because that's if you like completely take this off and the transmission's completely drained. So just basically fill it up till it comes out of here and you should be good. Okay, so that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you learned something. When you do fill this side up though, the actual like motor oil side, not the transmission, definitely take the bike over and let it warm up for a few minutes and like give it a few revs, and then turn it off and check the dipstick again. You might need to add a little more. But other than that, it's pretty much done. The next video probably will be a test ride and I will be replacing the handlebars and throttle cable whenever that comes in. And yeah, stay tuned for that.